that you had very deep concerns about the list that was unveiled by the head of state concerning the cabinet. And one of the key mandates that you have as members of parliament is to vet the people who will be coming to, in front of you. I mean, I don't know whether the public can have that faith and hope that parliamentarians are going to do something about the key concerns that have been raised with regards to some of the people that have made it to that particular list, Mheshimiwa.
I must say, first of all, that, for example, the CSs that have been returned, some of them are my very close friends. Like Indiki taught me for 4 years. I was his researcher and he was doing his PhD. I know him so well. Chichiri is my very close friend. But I wanted to say this, that no one must serve as CS in this country. There are not those who must be ministers.
Among the 6 or?
I'm just saying, no, in Kenya, not everyone, nobody must.
Oh, it's not a must.
So that,
it's not a do or die.
That you must be minister, or that you must be PS, or you must be something, you must be MP. No. You know, when these young guys went to the streets and the president decided to, dismiss his cabinet, I thought he was serious. Once you dismiss these guys, it doesn't matter whether you think one of them is competent or not. You already said they don't deserve to be in that cabinet. And I'm not talking about public lynching. I'm not talking about mob justice or injustice for that matter. No. You can't dismiss them, then 2 weeks later and then tell us that now you're going to bring them back. I believe there's a level at which there must be some modicum of decency and use of common sense in the way you do other things. If the reason you dismiss your cabinet is that they have, in quotes, failed you, because that's what you said.
Yes.
So in 2 weeks' time, which university have they gone to? What have they just done that have made them now, look like they know everything else, they can help you out? And this is what the young people are talking about. We as leaders, we are being, in fact, the cartoon yesterday was that we are being tone deaf. We aren't listening. I want to ask my 5 friends, because I served with Wahome, a very tough lady, Emiano, a senior lawyer. If they want to help this president today, they would refuse their nomination to cabinet.
Okay.
So that
a suggestion.
Because it looks like the public thinks that there's something really about them that they must be the cabinet. They should disabuse us of that notion. Step aside and say, no, if our being in cabinet is going to cause problems for the president, for the country, we stand aside. Dole is a very good leader. I served with him for 2 terms in parliament. I mean, tough guy. But you must not die with government. Yeah, you can say, this, I think, I've had my chance. If my being in this space is not tenable, then I cede ground for someone else so that we are able to build together, move forward together. You'll have a chance to serve in the future. That's what I would tell my friends that end there. In terms of the vetting, which, if you allow me, I could make a comment on. The way we do our vetting in Parliament today is such that, there are things that would pass, there are things that would not pass, but sometimes we don't put our energies on the things that are necessary for us to ensure that someone is competent to serve. This cabinet that is just leaving, I don't know if you remember when we vetted them, the issues that were raised out on everybody and all that. And I just wanted to say something as an end on this, that when I was younger, I listened to President Kibaki campaigning in 02. And then I listened to Raila and Kibaki campaigning in 07. Then I listened to Uhuru and Raila campaign, and then last elections. All of them have always been citing Singapore and Malaysia and South Korea about how they leapfrog the development quickly. One of the major cardinal principles of this country that I've mentioned is meritocracy in appointing public officials. Competence is key, has always been. Now, we're not going to build Singapore. We're not going to build Malaysia or South Korea in this country if we still have to second guess those who we appoint. it won't work. I want to
So we also have to look at the team that is in charge of bringing that success.
Meritocracy is very key. Competence is very key. This thing about regional balance, ethnic balance should come third, fourth. The first thing is, because you're not going to have a minister of agriculture who can differentiate between fertilizer and stones. It doesn't going to work. We're not going to run this country that manner. If you're not going to get a minister for water who can differentiate between water and oil, it's surfing. We must put our mouths where our monies are.
All right.